Welcome back to Daily Akari. Today is Saturday, August 22nd, 2026. We've got a new, very hard set by 700 KPC, number 594. It's just past midnight, and I just need to blow off some steam, so Akari usually helps with that. Oh, not there. Okay, corner elimination right here. I can eliminate this one as to not block off the one. Same with this. Okay, and what now? Gonna have to be one of these three to light these two up. Have to be one of these three. This were to go here, this would have to go here. If this were to go here, this could be either of these two. Let's see, what about this one and this one? This could be two of these, and that would still leave one. And like, that would leave two of these, that would put this in agreement. These have to be lit up by one of these three. What else would eat up one of these? Rows. Well, if it's this one, it has to be one of these two, and if it's this one, it has to be one of these two. So, I know it has to be at least one of these three. And, one of these three. So that leaves only one more on these three rows here that can be used up. Is there anything else that would just also forcibly eat one of those up? Well, if these were to go here and here, this would have to be either of these, which would be fine. This would go here, which would also be fine. This could be both of these. No, it couldn't be both of these. Okay. Hang on, what was I looking at here? So if this were both of these, that's the only way we could avoid using up one of these on this too. So it would have to be both of these. I would put this here, and then this couldn't be both of these, so this would go here and use up one of the rows. So it kind of entirely depends on this too, I think. But that would also take care of. That would like kill two birds with one stone, actually. So this would go here, and then like we would still have one more row than like needed to satisfy the demands of like this set of three rows. Like, so these go here and here, this goes here, this goes here. It's either of these two. Well, this would actually be an agreement, so it would fill up this row and this row. And then I don't see if there would be an issue on the three liberties on this too. Well, okay, if this were to be like here, Okay, it would be these two. This would go here. And then I did this one or this one, I think. Okay, well, if I can prove it's not like this one and this one, then I can prove this would have to go here. So if we were to like have this here and have this here, this one would absolutely have to go here to light these two up. And then we would have to have this here. To light this up, I think, right? If this goes here and here, this would have to go here. This would have to go here. There would only be wait, no, this could be either of these. So there would be one liberty left and only this one, and only this one would be blocked. Oh, this would go here. This would go here, because we've established we would have this here to light these two up. Which would put this here. Sauce. Is there anything else that would create an issue with like these three down here? If this were all lit up, then this would go here, these two would go here, and this would go here. That seems fine. If this were all lit up, this would go here. These two would be in agreement, and this would go here. I don't see what the issue would be. What if this were all lit up? I don't see anything I could prove right off the bat. Well, this would have to be one of these two. Oh, no wait, this would go here, and then this would go here. And that's kind of the same bifurcation we were looking at with this little mental trial, I guess. Let's look again at this. Maybe there's something I missed. If this were to go here and this were to go here, this would go here. This goes here, this goes here. This goes here. This wouldn't be able to be both of these, so this would go here. This one would have to be lit up by this one. And then this would go here, right? Let me double check that. If this goes here, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here, this goes here. These would be X'd off. This would have to go here. These two would be in agreement. I think. Wait, hang on. So these go here. here, this goes here. These two go here, this goes here. Alright, this one's lit up. This one would only have one liberty left here. I don't think we have anything on these two rows. Because this is BX'd and then this one's blocked off by this. So, one of these three, two of these three, one of these three. Alright, I should probably go back to looking for like vitals. If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here. And okay. That would mean no way to light these up. So that means it has to be either this one or this one, right? If this were to go like here, yeah, same issue. So I can eliminate all of these, which means I can eliminate that too. Alright, and if this were all lit up, this would go here, and this could go here, right? So, I don't see an issue there. If this were all lit up, I think I already looked at that. Hang on, I know I already looked at it, but I just want to make sure. If we were to have a light here, then yeah, these would go here, and no way to light these two up. Okay. If this were to go like here, this would go here, this would go here, that seems fine. If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here. This would have to go here, just to not put 2 against 1 there. Or, well, not the terminology, it was not as to not block off the one here. Can I prove that this one's in agreement with this too? If it were both of these, that would put this here, I think. Yeah, because this would all be lit up, this would be lit up, and if it were either of these, it would block off the other one. So yeah, that would put this here. This would go here, this would go here. This one would have to be lit up by this one, which would be X'd off. So yeah, I can prove it has to be one of these two, because if it weren't, it would be both of these. This would be X'd off, no way to light this up, because this one is blocked by this. So yeah, gonna be one of these two, which eliminates these. So this one's gonna be either this one or this one. What if this were all lit up? This would go here. This would go here, this would go here. This would go here, this would go here. It's going to be one of these two. Does that put in an agreement with anything else? I don't think I can prove it's not one of these two. At least not yet. Oh, these two are identical. Didn't notice that. If this were all lit up, this would go here. This would go here. This would probably go here, I think, yeah. This would go here. This would go here. This would be one of these two. And I'm kind of losing track. Oh wait, these two are in agreement now, aren't they? Yeah, one of these two, okay. Didn't notice that. Eliminates these as well. Which means now these are pretty much the same as these, so that we probably have more information to work with. Okay. If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here, and there would be no way to light these two up, so it has to be either this one or this one. And now these two are in agreement with each other. Okay. And that gives us some more information over here. Okay, these two and these two are in agreement with each other. So that eliminates these two, which means I'm not going to be both these, so this has to go here. One left here. Alright. Making progress. Alright. This is going to be one of these two. This can't be both of these, so this has to go here and puts these in agreement. Which puts this here, these two here. This one absolutely has to be lit up by this one. Is that right? Yeah, nothing else can. Which puts this here, this here, this here. This one has to be lit up by this. Solves this agreement. And this agreement. This goes here. And we're done. Alright. 17 minutes, 8 seconds. Perfect score. This one was pretty crazy. It took me so long to figure out what was up with it. But wow, once I did, wow, that was a satisfying solve. That I said I needed to blow off steam. That really worked. Anyway, bye-bye. See you tomorrow.